Welcome to the Sleevy G Show. I'm your host for your most. My name is Gomez, and today, like every day on the Sleevy G Show, we always have amazing guests. And I gotta say, this one is a truly amazing singer. Let me bring in Adam Emil. Adam, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. I'm happy to be here. It's
I'm
amazing. It's been some great times, man. Let's go.
oh
What's
yeah,
happening
man. I
with you,
mean,
bro?
I mean, I'm glad to meet you too tonight, man. Katrina really talked you up. Gotta give props to Katrina and Rachel. Kept a kick up your heels entertainment. Gotta thank them for always.
All day. I'm glad you said it so I don't have to.
Oh no, listen, they're my good friends. They send me a lot of their clients to this show, and it's been a great connection. And I appreciate everything these ladies do for me. And they have amazing people like you coming on the show. So
Let's just say they work hard. I've known Katrina and Rachel for many years now, out on the '90s tour, and we've always been very good friends, very great people.
mhm.
And it's just an honor to be a part of what they have been able to put together and seeing the fruits of their labor.
Yeah, you know what? I gotta, again, I gotta thank them. They gave me an indie podcaster from New Jersey a shot, and it's
What? That's
yeah,
what's up.
yeah. I mean, I'm just listen. I don't got thousands of, well, maybe on Instagram I might have thousands of people, but I
You
don't
never
have.
know.
You just never know. So this is why I love what I do.
Yeah,
I don't get paid for this. I do it because I love it. You,
absolutely. That's
yeah.
what it's all about.
One day, yeah. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't mind getting paid to be doing this, but for now. I love getting people to come down, talk, and we actually have a lot to talk about because cutting edge, lyrically, everything about you. You're out of Chicago. Let me ask you this question: the Prince of R&B is what they're saying of you.
I mean, I didn't deem myself that, so I
No,
guess
I know you didn't, but
I guess I
someone
just
did.
gotta ride with that. I don't know.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
sounds like a tall order, but it is what it is.
I mean, let me ask you this question. Let's start off. What was your first love of music? How did you get into music? Who were your influences?
Yeah, well, that sounds like a two-part question. So ultimately, like my mom, I always have to pay respect to my parents because they had to force me to play piano early on when I was young. I rather play football and basketball and baseball. But my mom, I remember one time having my shoulder pads and all my equipment on to go to football practice. Excuse me.
Mhm.
And my mom was like, "Where do you think you're going?" And I'm like, "I'm going to practice." And my father was the coach, so he was waiting for me to get in the truck. And she's like, "No, you're not going until you practice your piano." And I'm just like, "Screw, like what?"
What?
And
Oh,
I'm like, "All right." So that's when you see me banging at the piano, like, okay, how long do I have to play this? Lightly roll or bumblebee, whatever I was playing at the time.
mm,
But so I have to always give my parents respect in terms of the parents have a lot of responsibilities in terms of pushing their kids might not be the right way to say it, but just instilling in their children uh, the ability to have multiple facets of creativity. But ultimately, fast forwarding, I mean, music has always been in my spirit, and my father always played music growing up in the house. He played Temptations and Bobby Brown, Don't Be Cruel. I remember that one. I just never could forget that.
oh yeah, no one can.
And that's when I was like, when I heard Bobby Brown "Don't Be Cruel" album, that's when I was like, my veins were popping out on the side of my neck and stuff when I'm trying to sing his notes. I don't know, I don't know. But real quick, Alicia Keys, Las Vegas. I wish I could tell you the year, but I
Mhm.
was there with my sister. My mom bought me the ticket. She was always behind us and supporting us. Go to this concert. Go here. Go do this. Do this. When I saw Alicia Keys in Las Vegas, I would say probably like maybe 2006, something like that. I was that's that's when I was like, I want to do this. But I was already,
Doing it, but you became
yeah,
more committed after watching Alicia
man,
Keys.
dude. It hit it is it she the I don't know. I don't know if it was Las Vegas. It was a combination. It was Las Vegas, it was Alicia Keys, the type of concert. It just hit me in my spirit, and I was just like, I want to do this. Yeah.
And I mean, and to be honest with you, man, you have a unbelievable voice.
Thank you so much. I
I
really appreciate that.
I mean, I heard some of your songs, and I'll tell you this: the way you lyrically talk is not. I wouldn't even say talk, sing, but it's almost
Mhm,
like you're talking. But
mhm,
when people they say, "Oh, we listen to the music," I'm
mhm.
like, "All right, great, you listen, but do you actually hear the music?"
Yeah, yeah,
And that's something, listen, I'm not a lyricist. I am not a I don't sit here write songs. I'm not a
yeah.
but one thing I do listen to and I hear is the music, the way
Mhm.
people sing, and you have an incredible voice, and I'll say
Thank
that.
you. I,
I
I
mean,
definitely appreciate that.
I mean, the music, the style that you have is like a cross from R&B to a little bit like a Spanish vibe to a little bit of that reggae vibe to a little of the old school hip hop. You have like a nice mosh, like almost like a nice mosh together that you created something on your own. And that's something that's respectful because it's not easy to stand out. And
And just I can't say that I created it on my own. I mean, I've had
no, I mean you had help, but I mean like it's your vibe though.
yeah, no, I can't do anything but thank you for that compliment. Yeah, I mean, it's been great. The journey has been very interesting. You know what I mean? But I'm thankful to have something to contribute to the table to allow me to be at the table with great people and great creatives. Um, but yeah,
I mean, you were actually what's kind of funny. I know you were on tour with Color Me Bad until they separated for a little while.
for a
How did
little
well,
while,
you
for a
know,
little while.
I'll just say a little while. You know what I mean? We all know the song that made
I've
him.
watched your show. I mean, you don't have to, you
Oh,
know,
I
take it
mean,
easy with me.
nah, but it's one of those things that I remember hearing "Color Me Bad" when I was a young teenager, and listening to that song, "I Want to Sex You Up" was just that's an iconic song. But to be on tour with them on the '90s tour,
Dude, I
how
mean,
was that?
let's just say this, okay? The guys flew me to Singapore for my first audition.
What?
And I mean, look, I mean, I'm light skin complexion. So if I call myself a guy from the hood, people are gonna be like, what? Please, right? But I mean, I wasn't, yes, hood-ish, right? But to go to, you get what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
took the CTA bus train in Chicago and the Metra and the Red Line train to go to the studio. So to just go to Singapore
From Chicago.
for an audition with some guys you never met, what? And
It's just unreal, right? It's I would be speechless myself.
and honestly, like my initial feeling was like, I'm about to get kidnapped. What's happening?
Yeah, especially when you go to Singapore. Oh my god, you almost made me choke right there. You're right, because when you think about it, you're going to Singapore.
I mean, it's a beautiful town. For anybody that's never been to
I've
Singapore,
never been,
you
so
must go. Don't spit on the ground. Don't throw gum on the ground. Don't throw trash on the ground. But it is so beautiful. It is reminiscent of a little bit of Chicago, but it
okay.
is so clean, so beautiful. So respect to Color Me Bad for taking me there for the first time, meeting these guys. We had a layover flight, so I met them
Oh,
at the layover flight.
okay. So you at
Yeah,
least got to meet them
yeah,
before
yeah.
the audition. Now, I do have to ask: was it nerve wracking for you?
I don't really know what that means. You know what I mean? Like
Like,
nerve.
did nerves kick in? You realize that you're singing for, auditioning for?
Not really, because not really. I mean, let's keep in mind I'm from Chicago,
Yeah,
so
that's true. I will say that you are from Chicago. I'm from New Jersey, so
and similar, similar, right? Like,
similar. I mean, I'm like 40 minutes from New York City,
when do your
so
nerves kick in? I mean,
yeah. I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. When I talk to somebody, who's like high profile, I'm like, oh shit.
yeah,
I'll be a little nervous, but then once the conversation kicks it, like we are right now, it just flows. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. I get. Do I get a little nervous with everybody? At first, I do. Yeah, everyone's like, "Oh my god, I'm so nervous to come on your show." Oh hell no, I'm the one who's nervous because I don't want to mess up the show.
right, right. I mean, I hope you still use editing and things like that, but
You
hopefully
know,
we won't need it. But let's just keep in mind they call me.
yeah, that's true. They did. They did call you to come out to say, to audition, which is kind of,
So the best I could do is be myself. I mean, I
yeah,
had like right now I'm wearing like my sunglasses or
which I
whatever.
like, by the way.
Thank you.
I like
This is
those.
just so you don't see my birthday weekend on my face. But at the time, I was wearing literally like glasses for eyesight.
Right.
So I was like, I'm just gonna be myself. I had a do rag on and a sweater, and it's like, let's go.
And that's the funny thing, like you said something about editing. That's what I don't like to do, because you know why? I'm authentic. So if I mess up or I fuck up,
You
you know
keeping
what?
that?
I'm keeping it, because I want people to see it.
That's good to know for me now. I'll try to do my
Oh
best.
no, listen, be yourself like me. You know what I mean? That's why I kick it like this, because I want people to feel comfortable. I don't want them to feel like, oh my God, how many questions he's gonna field on me. You know what I mean? Like, no, this is just a cool ass conversation about you. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I
Absolutely.
kick it.
I mean, I
Because
did have a couple shots for the Bears game, but I'm
I
good. I'm
I
here with
almost I almost was ready to drink a whole bottle from the Giants game. So
I didn't hear anything about that, so you'd have to tell me what happened. But I'm assuming it didn't go as you as you wished.
let me put it this way: Daniel Jones better get a job at ShopRite bagging groceries,
Oh my
because
goodness,
that's how I know he'll never get intercepted by bagging groceries. It was
maybe,
just
maybe.
Daniel Jones. I always defended the guy. You know what I mean? I always defended the quarterback. Even when Eli Manning when he was having his bad years too. It's always the offensive line. This is the first time I'm going to say the offensive line looked good.
Oh
Don't get me wrong, a couple of breakdowns here and there.
yeah,
They're still new, but this is the first time we actually had an offensive line that didn't get hurt during preseason and then made it to game one altogether.
yeah.
So they showed some signs of life, but Daniel Jones just, yeah, no.
Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe I haven't seen the game, so you probably could just be like, no, Adam, no, that's not going to work. But first game jitters, like to me personally, Caleb Williams for Chicago Bears
Oh
didn't
yeah, I mean,
he didn't play that well at all.
no,
I
but
mean,
that's a rookie compared to a veteran, though. You know
okay,
what I mean? I'm gonna give listen, Caleb Williams is a brand new guy in the NFL. He's making a name for himself right now. He looked good in his orange nails and 18 on his fingernails today. I will say that, but
that's his thing.
game one jitters. You're right, and that's something he's nervous. It's his first NFL game, but he settled down pretty good actually. I saw the Bears defense was unreal today.
That's who won the game.
That's
So,
who
so
won the game.
yeah,
Special teams and defense won it, but
yeah.
I think game two he's going to look a little bit better. You'll see.
Let's hope. Let's hope. We're hoping for the best, and I hope the best for your team as well, man.
Yeah, that we're going to need all the best we can with the Giants. I'm telling you, I might be stocking up my mini
Why
fridge
are
with a
you
lot of
not
beer.
cheering for the Jets? Is my question.
Grew up as a Giants fan.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
Jets. Listen, anything with Ets. I never liked the Nets. I never liked the Mets, and I never liked the Jets.
How it goes. New York owns the town.
Yeah, I am. I'm a Giants. I've been a Giants, Rangers, New York Rangers hockey fan, and I'm also a New York Knicks fan.
Guys, I can hear everything you're doing. Stop. Did you hear that?
No, I actually didn't hear him.
Okay, good.
I thought it was the game you hear in the background, because I
Did you
got the
saw my
Rams.
mouth moving? Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
saw that.
I got some activity in the background. I'm trying to keep.
Nah, I didn't hear anything. I didn't pick up on anything, so
Yeah,
that's
because
a
I
good thing.
muted it, but I was just the way you looked. It looks like
Oh
you.
no, that doesn't even trust me. But me personally, I grew up as a Rangers fan, Yankees fan, Giants fan. You know what I mean? But as I got older, I really have expanded my nature of sports to everything. You know what I mean? Just to liking every team, because every team has one of those players that you love so much.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, when Derek Jeter retired, I felt like baseball has lost the true royalty of baseball. You know what I mean? I still watch baseball, but not as I used to.
Classic moments. Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I
we're
mean?
growing out. We're losing a little bit of touch, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, don't get me wrong, Aaron Judge is a hell of a player, and Juan Soto is another great player for the Yankees. But the difference between now and what baseball to me used to be
Yeah.
is a totally different game changer. It's all about the money. It's not about the sport anymore, or the regime of the who you play for,
Yeah,
the patch. You know what I mean? That's the thing for me. Like, I
yeah,
grew up playing sports, and the one thing that I always will remember and die hard, the colors that I wore were the colors I will die with.
yeah, yeah. No, that's deep, man.
You know,
I mean, I can't really comment much on it because I was a big time baseball player coming out of high school and stuff like that, and I gave it my best. But I don't watch baseball nearly as much as I used to, so I
right?
I barely know like what's going on. And I
Yeah,
think I
same here with
read
me.
yeah, I read a book and it was like if you're watching too much sports and you're not trying to own a team, you're wasting your time. So I just kind of I just watch the Bears the
Yeah.
Bears every Sunday, and that's like it.
Uh,
Now I watch YouTube highlights. I
yeah.
watch the
Oh, don't
team.
get me wrong. I'm
You
watching
know,
fantasy. I'll even say it like right now. Besides having you on the show, I have my fantasy going right now as we're speaking on my phone.
oh, good for you. No, absolutely,
You know,
absolutely.
even though,
FanDuel and all of that stuff. It's paying big.
yeah, I mean that's
Always.
exactly. But that's what I'm. That's the thing I love. It's what I do. You know what I mean? Like, I remember playing football for many years. I got injured. I didn't get a chance to play college ball.
Wow. Okay.
So I did the next best thing, is coach high school football for the
That's now that's amazing, bro.
and let me tell you something. I never will trade that for the world. That's 6 years that I coached.
Okay. So
Right at
you're not coaching at this moment.
No, no, I'm not. And
Okay.
let me tell you, I love it. I miss it every day. But when
Yeah.
you're a family man now, it's harder.
I can understand that.
And
But
that and
you did give back to the community and you instilled in young guys' lives, and you
yeah.
never know that impact that you had on them, so that's important.
The good thing is I know how many of them I have impacted their lives, because when I see them, I hear about it,
They tell you, yeah.
and they tell me. I mean, I've gotten letters from college coaches personally, from them saying, you coached a very well young man. He's a
Wow.
he's on the dean's list, and hearing that, to me, it makes
Like,
me feel like, as a freshman coach too, as a
mm,
freshman coach, saying, they said you took your mistakes and you showed the kids not to make those mistakes that you made.
ooh, that's huge because freshmen don't get as much, right? They're not, the spotlight's not totally on them yet, right?
Not exactly. Not
Right.
if
You
you made
grooming
a
them.
statement. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I mean, I had two kids actually went from freshman
Right to varsity.
right to varsity. There was
Yeah.
at least one kid a year.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
of
So you
them
got
was actually Mets pitcher Bobby Jones's younger brother, Jeffrey Jones,
mm, mm.
running back. Kid, first freshman game, he ran for like 7 touchdowns. He's like, yeah, I just lost him. I go, that's it, he's gone. I already know where he's going.
But you weren't gonna get him for a second year, right? Because that's junior
No,
varsity.
no, he was. I coached him freshman and junior varsity, but at
Also,
this
you would have got him a second year.
I would have, but he was just that good. You know what I
Ah,
mean? He was raw talent kid. And I had the honor to coach him for at least a couple of games here and there. And to see him run 7 touchdowns, one of them was like an 80-yard touchdown. I'm like, gone. He just hit that hole and gone. I'm like,
it's
gone.
lightning fast.
He was so fast. I mean, I've seen kids who are fast. My actually the coach right now at my old high school team,
Yeah.
he was actually my running back my junior year, who led actually that my junior year. He was the um, running back, the lead running back with the yards that year, and it took a couple of years to break his record. So to when he went into the Hall of Fame, he invited me to the dinner and all that, and when he called us up, and I'm like, wow, it's an honor just to be there with him. You know what I mean? So it's amazing. You know what I mean? Just like your music, it's amazing things that you do.
Thank you.
You know what I
Thank
mean? Like, first of all, you have a kick-ass studio right behind you.
you.
I'm
Thank
looking
you.
at I'm looking at your studio, I'm like, damn, that's what I wish my studio would look like at home. Except
It's
that,
all yeah. It it just is what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is. Woo!
yep,
Did you
I
see
know.
that?
Oh yeah, I saw it just like my screen back. But it's like a
I'm
dream
not
studio.
gonna get. I'm not gonna play games with you.
No, but hey, listen, it looks like you're right in the studio right now.
That
Like,
because that's where my mind is always at.
yeah, and that's something, you know,
I wish I could show you all the beautiful people I have around me right now, but I don't. You know.
I know
My
the
house, my house is my house and my studio is very energetic right now.
I
I
actually
excuse the noise, you know what I'm saying? But it's subtle, so we should be
no, no, we're
yeah,
fine. I
yeah.
mean, one thing you know, your music as a dynamic singer and a songwriter, I do hear the love, the passion, the fun that you have with your music. Is that interpreted from your parents or your mom really pushing you to become that, or was it just seeing like different artists like picking up from them and throwing it into your vibe? Like how did that?
Yeah, I think you hit it right on the spot. I mean, yeah, the foundation gets set, right? And then, you go through things, right? You grow, you develop, you
Mhm,
mature. You know, uh, it's weird to say this, but the struggle, right? The depth of your struggle determines the height of your success. So sometimes you have to go through things to find how much you
mm,
really care, and then you use your art to express, right, that
mm.
exertion or whatever. Hopefully that's the right word, but
Yeah.
that's what it is, right? So yeah, you do your best with what you know, and then as time goes on, God will take you through things, and then it'll show you, hey, this is the plan that you're really supposed to be on, and then you buckle down more, you double down,
Mhm.
right? Yeah,
That's what I'm doing myself.
there
I'm,
you go.
again, thank you to Katrina and Rachel, um, because they put me on a path that I never thought I would be on.
Yeah,
Um,
that's interesting. That's deep. I love it.
when I first started a year ago, I mean, I'm only a year and a half in my own show. Okay, a year and a half, and I've recorded now over 102 episodes.
Oh, you're working. You're grinding.
I'm grinding every day. If you saw, like, I have after, and I'll say it was after Kick Up Your Heels, all of a sudden, my name is being tossed, to other people. And, I never gave up. I kept on emailing PR people, music industries, um, producers, moguls, anybody who just reach out to me. I even reached out to every single NHL team and, just to say, hey,
Did you get anything back?
I've gotten like a few rejections and we're sorry, but
That's good. That's good.
I,
We need those.
I actually did not mind. I actually loved it because then I know at least they read the email.
You got the right email address.
Yeah, well, it's kind of funny. I don't know how I stumbled. And I'll say it, I went on NHL.com and it said media. I'm like, oh, I wonder what the hell that is. And it was every email for the organizations, for every single hockey team organization, to the commissioner, all the way to the guy who cleans the ice. And this was me. Okay, pen, start writing on a notebook. I wrote that stuff on a notebook, and one night I just was going crazy, like typing. I hustle every day. A good friend of mine put it to me this the best way. Podcasting is not a race, it's a marathon.
I believe what is a race other than the real race of a
Yeah.
100-meter dash?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if
What
I,
is?
it's funny. People laugh at me because,
Can I take a shot on your show?
oh
Is that
yeah,
okay?
please go ahead,
I'm
take a
not gonna take the
shot.
whole thing, but
Yeah, enjoy.
cheers to you.
Thank you. Cheers to you too.
Cheers to kick up your heels.
Yeah, them too. Cheers, kick up your heels.
I don't
It's
take full shots anymore. I sip.
yeah, I don't blame you. So this is like the legit Sleevey G notebook. So I have like movie notes, music notes, like what I blog about, and then I have team names in here with addresses and stuff. I think I wrote to every MLB team. I wrote
Dude,
to
that it's gonna come back, bro.
Oh, it will. And that's something, it again takes time. You know what's funny? I got my first letter back, and it was kind of funny. It was from the New York Giants. So I was like thrilled to get something back from them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my home team and that's everything. But I don't forget where I come from and the hustle and grind, just like you. You gotta hustle, you gotta grind. I don't take no for an answer. There's a lot of music record companies they say, not right now, nothing going on. I'm like, okay, I'll email you in 2 weeks. Like, okay. And then 2 weeks comes, I'll wait a week. I don't wait 2 weeks. hey, just checking up, see how you doing, see how things are, anything popping up for me, possibly. Nothing yet. I'm like, all right, but I'm still
Watch,
email.
watch what happens. Because
Anyway,
eventually they're gonna be either something's gonna come up good, or they're gonna be like, let's just give this guy something. Give him
or give a
something.
shot, or just giving me a shot. You know what I mean? That's
Give him a chance.
yeah. I mean, like I said, Katrina and Rachel gave me my opportunity.
I can't wait to talk to Katrina and Rachel about that to see more about it. I mean, obviously you could tell me, but I didn't know that they had that side of the business as well in terms of it's. I'm using the word inspired, but that might not be the accurate word.
I
But
think it was an inspiration for me that I got a shot.
yeah, that's so interesting. I can't wait to find out more about that.
Well, it's kind of funny because it was Kenny J came on the show. They were promoting him.
Oh shit.
His new single was coming out
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Women's International Day.
yeah. I know about the song. Yeah.
Yeah, and Katrina emailed me, and I'm like, "Kick up your heels, entertainment." And I thought it was like a BS email, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, "Huh." I go, "They look legit," and I went on their website to see, and I said, "I apologize for taking so long. I would love to have Kenny." And after Kenny, then another one came above, then another one, then another, then another.
They're like, we got talent for you. Let's go.
Yeah, and I actually, it's kind of funny if you talk to Katrina or Rachel, ask them to show you if you follow them on Instagram.
Mhm.
I sent them a thank you gift for both of them.
That's what's up.
I had a custom made Air Force Ones made for them
Oh
from
wow.
my
Oh,
boy down here in Philly.
you're a great gifter.
Listen, I don't do it for everybody, but because of
Awesome.
what they've done for me and what they have shown me and what have they
That shows what kind of guy you are. That's awesome.
the respects there. I mean, don't get me wrong. I deal with a few PR people in New York,
Yeah,
LA, but
yeah.
they've been they've been top notch like you. You know what I mean?
Do they make them in a size 10 and a half, 11?
You could my boy Next Level Customs.
Let's go.
Seriously,
Send me the link, bro. I'll use your QR code, man.
yeah. My boy Ryan Next Level Customs will get them custom made for you. Take a few weeks because he does a lot of MLB guys. He's just done like Brian Stott from the Philadelphia Phillies. Matter of fact, he's worked on every Philly associate he has there.
Oh, so he's doing well.
He's doing very well. He's a
So
young cat.
have you interviewed him?
Yeah, yeah, twice already.
Oh,
He came on when he's made me my Stevie G sneaker. I have my own personal Stevie G sneaker, which I said I had to get a custom made, something like that.
I should be knowing this stuff. I apologize.
No, it's all right. Listen, you gotta realize you didn't know that. And I'm also a video gamer, so he had a custom made PlayStation 5 controller for me. So that's what's up. So
Plug, dude. What's your favorite game on there?
right now, I've been playing Madden, of course, 25.
Okay.
Madden. I'm a sports guy, but I play some Call of Duty. I'm known to shoot around a little bit, little of the old school Mafia games.
Ah, I like it. I
You
like it.
know,
I don't play much. My kids play a lot of Fortnite and COD, but maybe some Grand Theft Auto. But
yeah, Grand Theft Auto was a huge part of my life.
yeah.
And I'm waiting for 6 to come out. I've been trying to knock on Rockstar's door a little bit, say, listen, I for 2 years I've on my old show with my buddy, I used every Grand Theft Auto song for almost every song that we've done for our show. I'm like, can Rockstar just send me one time a game? You know,
Ooh, that'd be dope. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a huge influencer, but I'd be like, I would be the happiest cat ever to get something from them. Just that, send me the early release of GTA 6 for PS,
So
please.
yo, I got this. Let's go.
Yeah,
let's
I
see
mean,
what we
let's
got.
go. I will promote the hell out of it.
Seriously.
But but that's what I love to do. This is why I love what I do. People don't realize the joy, with meeting guys like you, which is always great. You know what I mean? Because
Like
it it doesn't feel like an interview. It's just like two guys, two friends just talking.
absolutely.
And that's what my show's about. I don't want people to be uncomfortable. Matter of fact, I had Rachel and Katrina on my show already in June.
I gotta go back and check
You gotta
that
check it out. I actually, matter of fact, the whole month of June was Kick Up Your Heels Entertainment Month.
the whole month.
The whole month of June.
Get out of here.
Yeah. had Katrina, Rachel. I had SJ. He was on the show. It was the whole month of June. Almost every week was someone from Kick Up Your Heels.
That's awesome. That's
And
awesome.
and I appreciate them very much. Katrina and Rachel have helped me grow better actually as a podcaster.
Yeah.
And I had to give them something that it reflects them, but a little of me though.
Of
So,
course.
so my boy, Next Level Customs, Ryan, I said, listen, these two ladies, I want them to make their logo on the shoe. I want their name on their shoe. I want everything on that shoe, like whatever you could put into it. I go, you have whatever you want to do. Just do it up right.
That's sick.
I ordered them and I got them. I ordered it in July and I just recently got them. So it took like 2 months
Wow.
because again, it's worth the wait. He's very busy. They were so like, holy shit. And that's what I was talking about. I was like, that's what I love.
That's lit. That's
And
lit. I love that.
I did it because they're good people and
Great
I
people.
consider them good friends now because the connection I have with them is just dynamic and I don't know where I'd be without them because I think at one point right before that I was thinking about maybe I should just end this and then boom I just took off.
Ooh, that's it. That's it right there, bro.
And and I always tell people, dream big, but don't ever give up on your dreams. People will shoot you down, think your dream is stupid, but it's your dream. It's not no one else's. And I'm living my dream.
Right on. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so
And just like you're living your dream as an artist, songwriter, and an R&B influencer out there for people. You know what I mean? Like when people hear your music, I could drive right to it. I mean, I played it at work. They're like, "Who are you listening to?" I'm like, well, "That's a gentleman named Adam. He's coming on my show. Want to know what he was about?" And blasting the music. Everyone's like, "Damn, that's good stuff." I'm like, it's just a different beat. I love it, and that's why I respect your music so much.
thank you. Thank you.
I mean, you have worked with some amazing artists too. You shared some awesome presence on stage. A couple of my favorite guys, Naughty by Nature.
Yeah,
Straight out of Jersey.
I have spent many nights with those
I
guys.
can only imagine. I mean, again, for me, Naughty by Nature is New Jersey, so for me, it's
Yeah,
always,
yeah.
one of those favorite things. TLC, you had Ludacris, Backstreet Boys, Rob Bass, Coolio, Tone Loc, Vanilla Ice too, man. You have a good history with other people.
Dude, it's funny. Like when you're starting out and stuff, you're like thinking, should I lie on my bio about opening up for people? and then God intervenes, and then it's like, you don't have to lie. You don't
Yeah.
have to lie anymore. And it's like, I don't even know when it happened. But I mean, I personally do, but being a childlike persona, like a
Right.
childlike personality, I remember thinking, should I lie on my bio and just say I opened up for people? And then all of a sudden, I got people that I would have never lied about on my bio.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
mean,
that.
and you had
What?
a couple of country people in
Michael
there too.
Jordan?
I
What?
mean, Brad
Like some of the
Paisley.
people I can name, Mark McGrath,
Oh yeah.
like you named a lot, so I'm trying to name a couple others, but it's too many. I mean, Cisco,
Oh, this
Julie,
guy.
it's just, dude. I've done shows with so many people. Keith Sweat. I mean, look, Color Me Bad.
Yep.
Obviously, they made way for all of this, and it's been amazing. I just for my birthday weekend, I just hung out with Tone. Tone Loc called me. I actually have the phone conversation. I'll post that later. But Tone Loc calls me at 4 o'clock. My wife is like, "What are we doing for your birthday?" I'm like, I'm chilling. Like, let's just take it as it comes, right?
Right.
Yeah, another day. Obviously, don't take that the wrong,
No.
fans don't take that the wrong way. But I'm just like, take it easy, right? We were good with something. We're gonna figure something out. Tone Loc calls me at 4 o'clock p.m. the day of my birthday. I'm in Chicago. I'm like, shut up. He's like, yeah, I'm downtown in Chicago. I'm with Rob Bass. I'm with Young MC. I'm with Freedom. I'm with Montel Jordan. I'm like, bro, stop playing with
Oh
me.
man, some of my
Stop
favorite
playing. He's like,
music.
yeah, man, come on down, man. Come mess, come fuck with it. Yeah. I'm like, all right, bro. Let me figure out the situation. Let me get the situation together and I'll be there. He said, yeah, my 850, 850. Meet me at the hotel lobby at 850. You know, I'm just like, all right. Boom.
850 came.
850. I was there at 8:45 and kicked it with them. And then whatever situation we had like a little lounge situation planned for me and my friends and stuff. And I still made that afterwards. My wife was nervous at first. She was like, we're not gonna be able to do both. I was like, babe, we're rock stars.
Yeah, you gotta understand, you're living the dream.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah.
And look, I said we're gonna go kick it with my guys for an hour and 30 minutes, and we'll make it to the next spot an hour late. Because most Black people don't show up on time. It's okay, you can laugh at that.
Yeah, neither do Hispanics, so trust me, I know.
And everything worked out perfect. We kicked it with the homies for an hour and 20 minutes and made it on time to the next situation. And everything worked out perfect. But
So
it's crazy, bro. It's a blessing. And I just every time I fly to LA, I'm like, this is so surreal. And that's what it's like knowing these guys.
right.
It's a constant surreal feeling.
That's something, and that's a lot of respect because, man, to even get Tone to say call my cell phone, man, I'd be like, word? You just call my cell?
Oh,
You
his
know?
phone is so distinct. I mean, his voice is so
So does,
distinct.
I mean, I've watched him. You know, all his music. I loved Tone for such a long time too. To this day, you know, I listen back to all the music. I listened to a lot of those guys that you said. Rob Bass. I remember seeing Rob Bass. You ready for this one?
I
I'm gonna
am.
kick it. I'm gonna kick it back here in Jersey when there was a teenage nightclub called the Music Factory.
Okay.
And I was promoting then at that point, so I get in for free. I don't have to pay for anything, you know, because pretty much what I did was hand out cards with my initials on it, and they get like over 100 cards with just my initials, and I'm always free for like the entire month. You know, whatever I want, I can hang out the DJ booth. Like I was somebody, you know what I mean? Like a little mini promoter at that time. And I remember Rob Bass came, and boy, did the fucking club we brought the club down that night.
Yeah, that single that song he has, man.
Oh man. And
Stop.
it just one of those famous. Yeah, I just got to chill. I got to kick one for like 1 minute, and you know, I just got to shake his hand, and that's it. That's all I was able to get. But you know what? At that time, there was no cell phones like now, like iPhones. Yo, let me grab a selfie with you, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
you know, those are the dreams I have still being these artists. I don't care how old they are. I don't care. And it's one of those dreams that I'll never let it happen. You know, it will happen one day.
It'll happen. I mean, especially if kick up your heels
Oh
entertainment. I mean,
yeah.
they can make it happen for
Oh, I
you
know. I know they can. That's why, you
in
know,
any city, you know.
I listen, the way I look at it is patience is one thing I'm good at. And I've wait, you know, year and a half. If you look at this, year and a half, 1,200 downloads for a guy who's out of New Jersey that people are starting to recognize a little bit.
Absolutely. That's
And,
it.
you know, it was kind of funny. I went on a trip this summer with my family vacation.
Mhm.
And I was uh at the boardwalk. I was getting a snack, you know, one of the desserts for the kids. And someone goes, "Yo, are you that guy who talks in the CVG show?" I'm like, "What?" Dude, like my mouth dropped. Like, yeah, actually, I am. He's like,
Wow.
seriously? I'm like, yeah. He's like, can we get a photo with you? I'm like, okay. And they tagged me and everything. I'm like, I was like, and my wife goes, "What the hell are you doing?" I go, they asked me who I was and they knew who I was. It's it's kind of like a big deal for me. You know, like I wasn't expecting that. It's one of
Gotta
those,
do it. You gotta do it, man.
I mean, for me, it's just one of those things, you know what I mean? Like I respected them. Like, you know, thank you. They're like, you know, we appreciate you taking the time, taking the photo. I'm like, hey, I'm glad I was able to do it for you.
And it's like, do you ever feel like Do you ever feel like, because I was like, let's just say like the lowest man on the totem pole
Mhm.
when I was touring overseas with these guys, right? I'm
Mm.
with top notch celebrities that's been celebrities for 30 years, right?
Right.
And I just got added on to Color Me Bad. Do you ever feel like you're too nice with fans?
Yes, you know what I mean? Like that was the first time I ever had a fan encounter.
Right. So you're like
Uh,
open arms,
yeah, I mean, for
bring it
me,
in.
it was one of those things like it was the coolest thing for me, you know what I mean? Like as I sit here and I still think about it, I'm like, damn, I actually had a fan come out of nowhere.
That's cool as shit, bro.
You know what I mean?
That's, I
Like
mean,
I wasn't wearing my shirt, I wasn't wearing Sleevey G stuff, you know what I mean? Because
they knew you. Like,
they recognized the voice. You know what I mean? Like,
that's bananas, bro.
I mean, did I when I was down the shore, down in New Jersey, down Wildwood, was I promoting the show a little bit at Wildwood? Yeah, I would. But you know, hey, I wasn't expecting. Actually, I got one night. I got like 130 hits for one of the stuff that I posted, and I was on top of the Ferris wheel, and I'm like, I'm scared as hell. I'm at the top of the Ferris wheel. Here it is. You know, with my family. You know, but what I try not to do is I don't get my family involved in this. You know what I mean? Like I keep my wife and the kids private. That's you know, I this year the only thing I did is like it was the first day of school and I'm proud of my kids. So I posted a picture of them for for day one of school.
That's
But
good. You add it in when you know, when you can, when you want.
yeah, I don't try to like, oh, let me boast my kids, let me make them everything here. You know what I mean? No, it's the kids. They gotta lead a private life.
Absolutely.
And that's something I respect. And my wife,
Yeah,
you know, she was the one who told me to go back to podcasting.
that's awesome.
And
Support is great.
you know, the support that I get from my wife and my two kids.
Yeah.
And you know, the good thing is that they say you don't take away from us. So that makes me feel a little bit better when I do these shows in the interviews.
I've in.
Yeah, like and the respect that the kids have, you know, for the people who, you know, who reach out for me and, you know, and say, hey, you know, we'd like to have this person on your show. Can you do it? Like, I actually have a date book. Like, I have to look. I'm like, well, let me see. No, this is not good. Nope. This day's better. How about this time? You know what I mean? The only reason I do it at night is because I have a real job that I got to pay the bills on.
Got a real job.
Yeah. I mean, I got to pay the bills, you know. But
Yeah.
one day, if this takes off and someone goes, hey, we're going to sign you, I'm like, hell yeah.
When, when,
When? I said, and I'm going to say when, because one day it will happen and I'm going to be the biggest freaking smile on my face. You know, I would love to be on TV or give me a contract to iHeartRadio or Sirius XM because that's when it's going to be the fun thing. And to be honest with you, everyone who's been on my show is still going to come back on if I ever go there.
of course. Now, then you're not gonna have the time to have
Now,
them.
I'll have the time because I'll make sure they get their airtime too. You know what I mean? Because,
What we just speak what you're already doing, and
yeah,
this is not advice. This is me just speaking. I try to use the term suggest now, but even sometimes that can come off wrong. But
no, but I get it.
just speak it into existence, and
Yeah.
that's what we're doing. We're here today. We're doing the groundwork. We're doing what we do,
Mhm.
and at the end of the day, the universe or God or whoever people believe in, whoever we believe in, our our mission is already written for us,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
It's
And
already written. It's our job to do
yeah, and that's what we're both doing.
it.
And you know, we're living
You know,
proofs. We're living proof, you and I.
I agree totally.
I mean, like I said, you know, everything about what you're doing, man. I gotta give you so much credit on
Thank you.
musically, lyrically, and family wise too, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Because it's not easy. And trust me, I know. Because listen, I don't have that life,
I'm listening. I'm listening.
but I will say that family for me is always going to come first before anything I do.
Mhm.
You know, if one of my kids are sick, I got to postpone the show. Wife is sick, got to postpone the show. I'm sick, depends on how sick I am. If it's something I can work through, I'm going to do it. But if I'm dead sick,
you don't want that nasally sound.
yeah, I've had this. I've worked. Oh God, yes, I'm sick as hell. I've done it to put out a show because it was that important sometimes.
Yeah.
But there's some shows that I go, you know what, I just can't. I just can't. So, it's just one of those things. God works in mysterious ways, and I'm on the path that I know that I'm going in the right way. I know my kids and my wife are going the right way, and I know life is good, man. That's the way I gotta look at it.
Man, I support you on that, man, and I lift you up, and all things good with that.
And
So
I appreciate that,
glad
man.
to hear that. Glad to hear that. That's
Man,
why I'm a part of your amazing show on this evening.
I know. Listen, I gotta admit, man, this was actually a really fun night talking to you, Adam. Man, I really appreciate you coming on. As you can see, we talked about a little bit of everything, your music,
We
life.
went totally off script.
Yeah, and that's what I love. This is what the show's about. Off script doesn't matter, but it's good stuff, man. And I gotta thank you for coming on tonight. And thank you, Katrina and Rachel, Kick Up Your Heels Entertainment. Check them out.
Yes.
You know, before you send out, let everybody know where they can find you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that, Sleevy. AdamEmil.com is currently under construction. We'll be up and running in a week or so. But you can also find me there still. But you can find me on Instagram at adam.emil. That's ADAM.EMIL. And TikTok is the same. Facebook, you can find me under Adam Emil. And my new single, Enough, just dropped.
Yep.
So it's Adam Emil featuring Cordy Blocka, titled Enough, available on all streaming platforms. The song is doing really good. The feedback is really amazing. I'm so thankful for everybody that has streamed, downloaded, shared. It's such a great feeling. We're coming out. We have merch available already. We're coming with merchandise. My second single is already done, ready. You all are the ones waiting for it. The album is complete and done.
Oh,
so
nice.
At this point, I'm with Universal Music Group Distribution, and I'm with Chicago Creed Label. So shout out to them. Shout out to the producer Toxic. Shout out to all my amazing writers that was on this project with me. If I began to mention the names, I know I forget some people, but I got Scotty, I got D. Lyles, and so many other amazing writers. My brain is moving too fast. There's always people that I need to shout out. Shout out to my boy Chris G. Get well soon. I love you so much, and thank you for everything that you've done for me and my career. God bless you and your family. Shout out to your family.
Thank you.
Shout out to Kick Up Your Heels Entertainment. Shout out to Color Me Bad. Shout out to the 90s tour. It's so many. I love, and I've learned over the last couple weeks that I have to do better with showing love through actions and not showing love through words. So that's my new slogan. And so that's why I have so many shout outs. But shout out to my parents, shout out to my sister. Congratulations to my sister. Life is good, man. And we're going to keep this ball rolling, man. We're going to keep doing amazing things. And I look forward to seeing you, in a couple months, bigger and better things, man. We're going to keep it going. So that makes y'all download Enough, though, right now.
And I'm going to even
download it.
When we're done tonight, I'm even going on Instagram. I'll tag it. I'm going to tell everyone to download Enough tonight.
Boom. We need that. Download, share it, stream it, all of that. Tell everybody.
Without a doubt.
It's going down. It's about to go down. That's enough. Yep.
And guys, you can hear it. Listen, dreams, they actually do come true. Adam's a good proof, and I'm living it. I'm getting there. My goal's we're not there yet, but we're getting there, guys.
So, Look, Color Me Bad found me on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, okay? I was about to take a shower and got a message on Instagram from Mark Calderon. And Brian Abrams is the person that found my video on YouTube. And I always doubted this. I'll keep this quick.
Yeah.
I always doubted my YouTube channel. It's like, I don't have enough videos. I don't have enough views. The content is not quality enough. Wah.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, Color Me Bad calls me, and I'm on a multi-country tour for 8 years and running with top legendary artists.
That's amazing.
But I did put in 10 years of hard work before that happened.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, but still.
But that doesn't mean it had to happen.
Right. And that's something I'm hoping happens for me too.
It's
you
good.
too.
It's already happening.
Oh, I know it is. And I'm waiting for that. So
It's
trust
already,
me.
and look,
But
it's not the destination, it's the journey.
it's the journey, exactly.
Because I did 3 years with Color Me Bad, and then they got into an argument, and then they're no longer together. And then I stayed on the tour as a solo artist for 5 years. So if I was caught up in that, being with Color Me Bad, I wouldn't have been able to continue to tour for 5 more years by myself. So we just have to celebrate every moment of success, healthy celebrations.
Yes.
For every moment of success, and more success will become of that.
So definitely, man. And Adam, I really love everything that you said, preaching to your family, your sister.
I am preaching that. Am I preaching?
But you know what? I love it though. I love it. Because you know what? Everyone's like, yep, this is it. Boom. I love what you do. I love what you're saying. And I appreciate it, man. And I wish nothing for the best for you, your family.
Same to you.
You know, and everybody has supported you, man, because you're kicking it and you're doing it, and that's living proof right here. You know what I mean?
Thank you so much. I appreciate you as well. And thank you so much for having me, man.
No problem. You're always welcome back here on the show anytime you want. Just hit me up and you're always welcome, man. And like I said, dreams are living truth come true. So guys, check out Adam, check out Enough, download it, listen to it. I've listened to it a bunch of times. I love it. Check it. And like I always end my show, it's nothing but love, peace, and happiness. Good night, everybody.
I love it. God bless.